fascinating, enchanting, a tropical paradise. Malaysia has a distinct equatorial climate and rich cultural heritage. And its variety of cuisine makes Malaysia a haven for travelers and food lovers. Dubbed Mini Asia, Malaysia is proud to claim its multiracial and multi-ethnic quality with an estimated 26.1 million people, 29 ethnic groups, all living in harmony in the same country. Even though Bahasa Malaysia is the national language, English comes a close second to the language spoken here, making it easy to communicate with locals. The Malaysian Constitution guarantees the freedom of worship, making it easy for people to observe their personal faith. Hence, although Islam is recognized as the national religion, it is commonplace to find people observing different faiths, having their own places of worship around the country. With the unique blend of society, Malaysia marks herself further by providing comprehensive, integrated and free education for the locals. This ensures that everybody is able to mingle, study and learn side by side from the tender age of 4. The Malaysian education system comprises mainly of 4 levels of education. The kindergarten or preschool level for children aged 4 to 6 years. The primary education level for children aged 7 to 12 years. The secondary education level for 13 to 17-year-olds. With the exception of preschool levels, students around Malaysia are required to take an aptitude test at the end of each category to determine the direction of advancement of each student. The upper secondary students are to take the Malaysian Certificate of Education or SPM, an equivalent to the O levels. The certification allows the students above the age of 17 to make their next educational move of either pursuing a post-secondary education in Form 6 to obtain their Malaysian Higher Certificate of Education STPM, an equivalent to the A levels, or enter pre-university education in matriculation to proceed to higher education institutes. With a minimum requirement of O-level qualifications, students may proceed to enter diploma courses, whereas A-level qualifications will allow students to register for a degree program. The higher education system in Malaysia is further divided into 2 categories of higher education providers. Students may choose to apply to public and private universities to pursue their higher education, or local students may enter polytechnics, community colleges and teachers' training institutes to pursue their vocational training. Undergraduate students pursuing the various courses provided by public and private universities usually spend between 3 to 5 years earning their diplomas or bachelor degrees. The highest level of education provided in Malaysia is postgraduate studies, where students, after acquiring the bachelor's degree, are able to pursue their master's degree, followed by their PhD studies. These levels require an additional 1 to 5 years worth of study and thesis before the students are awarded their respective qualification papers. The public or government-funded higher education comprises of public colleges, polytechnics and universities, whereas the private-funded institutions are private colleges, universities, university colleges and foreign branch campuses. With a wide variety of education to choose from, and with a working environment constantly expanding their industry needs, it is vital that the education given in these higher education institutes meets the requirements of today's working environment. The MQA, or Malaysian Qualification Agency. A quality control governing body has been created to ensure that the education given is of high standards. A detailed cycle of quality assurance is done to ensure that the courses given are relevant to the world market, achieve the minimum standards set, and monitored closely to ensure that it meets the requirements given before receiving approval. The MQA covers more than 500 universities around Malaysia and over 1,000 programs and qualifications. The MQA uses a unified qualification system, secures the standards of qualifications, and reinforces policies on quality assurance. Furthermore, the governing body also ensures accuracy and consistency or categorization of qualifications. At the same time, it also supports flexible education by providing typical learning pathways and recognizing prior learning (RPL). The MQA follows several international benchmarks such as the UK, Australia, New Zealand and European standards of quality, and the Lisbon Convention for countries covered by UNESCO, Europe and Australia. For foreign universities to set up a branch in Malaysia, it marks their vote of confidence in the Malaysian education system, as well as the quality assurance provided by MQA in ensuring that their standard of learning is kept to the utmost level of the best. A high level of quality assurance, attractive undergraduate and postgraduate programs, strategic geographical location, scenic, and an abundance of tourist locations and many other attractions have managed to entice students from all over the world to choose Malaysia as their choice of a higher education destination. Foreign students who wish to study in Malaysia need only to follow 6 simple immigration steps. The student needs to submit the university application along with the supporting documents. The university or college accepting this application will then help to apply for a student pass at the Malaysian Immigration Department. After running the necessary procedures and finding the student in question fit to enter the country, a letter of approval will then be released by the Malaysian Immigration Department. The student will then need to only notify the higher education institute in question of his or her travelling arrangements, flight number, date and time of arrival. A representative of the university or college will then meet the student at the immigration checkpoint, and within 2 weeks of arrival, the university or college will then submit the student's passport to the immigration department to affix the student pass sticker and their student card. Foreign students are also given the opportunity to work part-time for a maximum of 20 hours a week during semester breaks or holidays of more than 7 days, so long as their student passes remain valid. Should a foreign student be interested in working part-time, he or she needs to only notify the relevant educational institution and be present with his or her education institution representative at the immigration department when submitting the application. There are various study opportunities in Malaysia. Undergraduates pursuing the bachelor degrees can choose to either pursue twinning degree programs, credit transfer programs, or to choose to study entirely in Malaysia. With the basic requirement of knowledge in English, students need only to have the acceptable international examinations for entry into bachelor's degree programs, which are GCE 1119, MUET Malaysian University English Test, TOEFL or IELTS. The Malaysian education system is continuously perfecting itself to ensure top quality education can be achieved here. With the aim of becoming the education hub by the year 2020, Malaysia is taking progressive steps to ensure that they achieve this target. Noting all the efforts taken by the Ministry of Higher Education in Malaysia, it is not surprising that Malaysia will one day be part of the sought-after country for higher education. Think higher education, think Malaysia.